Hello everyone, I am the NASBlast, and today I want to do something that is a little different, something I don't normally do, some rankings of the random variety, in a new series that I am calling Random Rankings, the Power Level series, because we're going to be ranking some power levels on this little tier list here that I drew up. And there's a lot because we're going to be ranking on a variety of different characters, using this so-called picker wheel right here, that I will use to pick random assorted characters from all across pretty much not just fiction, non-fiction, real people, characters. This is just something fun that I wanted to do because I like to rank things, and I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I got this little setup now, so let's do it. Now, let me explain that I have 50 characters here, randomly just picked by me and some of my friends, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick 15. I'm not gonna pick them, I'm gonna spin the wheel here and get 15 characters from this list, and then when I get 15 of them, I will drag them over to this tier list right here and assort them on how strong they are, how they are in a fight, their abilities, starting with absolute garbage here on the bottom and working all the way up to multiversal god. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Let's start spinning and see what characters we get. And we will spin first and then go over to the list when I get my, my images for them and whatnot. Because I have no idea what characters are going to get, brought out of this. And we will do this a good bit, but this is episode 1. Let's get to the first spin. Who's going to be the first character that will go on the list? Luke Skywalker. Hey, that's not a bad one. Pretty decent character. All right, let's do the next one. We got to do this 15 times and see where we go from there. Okay, I just got him. What is the chance? Okay, I need to hide this choice now. Gravedigger. I'm pretty sure that's the monster truck. Spin again. Zoidberg. Great choice. Actually, you know what would be a better way of doing this? Duration needs to be less. 1 second. Okay, Scorpion. That works too. This is a work in progress, boys. We're learning. We're learning here how to work this thing. All right, this should go quicker now since we're doing 15. Chucky. All right. Austin Powers. Merle Ambrose from Wizard 101. Jeff the Land Shark. That would be interesting because I don't know anything about that character. Hulk. Okay. Steve-O. Alright, 5 more. Plank. Saul Goodman. Giorno Giovanna. Harry Potter. And who is going to be the final pick here? Master Splinter. Okay. Alright, well, I got my character list. And I will replace these 15 with a new batch of 15 random ass characters. So I will see you guys at the tier list. Alright, and we are back with all the characters. Now it is time to rank them. Now, some of these characters I know a good bit about, but there's also characters that I don't really know too much about, and a lot of the information I'm going to be ranking them on is just like basic knowledge stuff. But most of the characters on the wheel itself are characters that I am at least aware of. Some of them I definitely know a lot more, let's go over a Scorpion right here. He's probably the one I know the most about out of all these characters. Scorpion is from Mortal Kombat, and he is a Spectre Demon dude. He's a ninja, and he pretty much is immortal. You kill him, he's just gonna go right back to hell, and he's gonna come right back. He knows some pretty good skills and whatnot, so I'm gonna go ahead and say he's pretty tough. He's a tough dude. Now, you gotta understand that this is on a list of a lot of stuff, so this first, ranking session is gonna be a little wonky trying to figure out the placement of some of these characters. Some characters may be moved around later on, but for now, we're just gonna go ahead and get down here and figure out where I'm gonna try at least start and figure out where they're gonna go. Next up, Giorno Giovanna. Even though I watched the show, I can't really tell you exactly how powerful Giorno is, but he can do some crazy shit near the end there, so I'm gonna go ahead and say he might be, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild, man. I'm gonna say he's gonna go here. A lot of people will probably have something to say about the rankings here, especially people that are very knowledgeable about some of these characters, but fuck it. Next up is Steve-O. He is... he's very durable. He's a very durable human. I will say that he's basic tier. I don't know how his offensive powers are, but his defensive are going to carry him for now. He survived a lot of shit. That pretty much goes for Steve-O. Austin Powers is a little bit above that. He's the international man of mystery. He knows how to fight and use a gun, and he's quite the swindler. He's very mentally strong, if I have to say so. Decent. Saul Goodman, not very good at fighting. I will say that Steve-O probably has him beat. He's not an insect. He's not that weak, but when it comes to combat power, I'd say he's gonna be low human tier. Chucky, he kind of has the immortality thing going on too, but I'd say he's on the level of Steve-O. The thing about Chucky is he's only killing people because no one expects it to be a doll, but if you knew he was coming, I feel like there's a lot of ways to put him down. Only thing is he staying down? He's gonna go in basic tier. Probably above Steve-O, actually. Sorry, Steve-O. Next up, we got Plank from Ed, Edd n Eddy. Some believe that he is just a plank of wood, but he has been shown to have some omnipotent power of some sort. He can travel distances and without people seeing it. I'm gonna say he's low human for now, because we don't know the extent of his powers. I think Plank from Ed, Edd n Eddy is probably on the same level as Saul Goodman. Might be a little bit stronger. Now, this is the first one where I really have no idea, because I don't play Marvel Rivals. I'm not aware of the land shark. This was a suggestion from one of my friends. He is a shark, though. He looks like he's a dog. He moves around. I think he's a healer, right? Might be a healer. He's probably pretty terrifying. I'm going to say he's decent class. Up here at Austin Powers. That's all I have to say about the land shark. Master Splinter. A master of martial arts. And he's a rat, so he has rat abilities. He lives in the sewer. And he's trained 4 excellent teenaged ninja mutant teenagers. So he might go up here with Tough, I'd say. I think Scorpion could probably beat him. That'd be an interesting fight. Let's get Master Splinter in a Mortal Kombat DLC. Very interesting. Very interesting. Harry Potter. I guess this depends on like what point in the series. I'm gonna say just middle like basic Harry Potter. I'm not a huge Harry Potter connoisseur. I watched the movies. I watched the first few every holiday season. I think he's gonna go up here with Tough. I think Scorpion could probably beat the fuck out of Harry Potter. I've only ever seen Harry Potter do like 1 or 2 spells, and they're usually not that great. I guess if he has a broomstick, he's a little bit more agile. He's pretty good with that. Yeah, Harry Potter is gonna go in this tier right here. Next up, we got Merle Ambrose, which is like a stronger Harry Potter. This is a Wizard 101 NPC. I know, I played a good bit of Wizard 101. He's like the headmaster of the school, so his abilities are probably pretty powerful. We don't know the extent of his abilities. Honestly, we have no idea what even like kind of magic he knows, but I assume he knows all the basic stuff. I'm gonna say he's powerful, dude. Merle Ambrose is powerful. And this is the whole tier list. You might think God is the strongest, but there is one above. So, and as we do more of these tier lists, as we introduce more characters, I may be rearranging some things like Giorno. For now, he's going to go in World Threat. I don't know if he's God tier when we you know, compare him to some of these other characters. And honestly, around the end of the part that he is in, I have no idea what even happens. So, that is yet to be determined how powerful he really is. But next up, we got Gravedigger. This is a monster truck. He's going to go in decent class, because it's a monster truck. And then Luke Skywalker, this was the first one that popped up on my spinning wheel. The very first character. Probably the most basic character you could imagine, too, when it comes to, like, just overall, like, name a random character. Luke Skywalker. But he is strong. I'm going to say this is, like, end of Episode 6. End of Return of the Jedi. Luke Skywalker. Even though this picture is of, like, Episode 4. But don't mind that. This is Luke before the Disney trilogy and after the main original trilogy. And I would say he's pretty powerful. He knows the Force, and he's pretty good at it. And he kind of beat Darth Vader in a lightsaber duel, even though I think Darth Vader probably was holding back or whatever. He did get decimated by the Emperor, though. So, for now, he's going to go powerful. He's not as wise and powerful as Merle Ambrose. Merle Ambrose could probably beat him. Let's be honest. Luke's only real ability is Force Push and Force Pull. I'm putting him there. Hulk is another one. Now, when it comes to these comic book characters, man, there's people that know way more than me. I know your basic stuff when it comes to the Hulk. He's strong, and as he gets angrier, he gets stronger. And in some movies, he also gets bigger. I don't know if that's a thing from the comics or not. I also know about World Breaker Hulk, right? Where he gets like super angry and steps on the ground and fucking cracks the earth. He's a world threat. I'm going to say he is on the level of Giorno Giovanna right now. That like last episode of part 5 with Giorno really carries him. If it wasn't for that, he'd probably be a little bit lower. And the Hulk is pretty powerful. I mean, he can crack the earth if he gets too angry. And then last but not least for this first tier list, Zoidberg. Zoidberg is a crustacean-like alien. He's a doctor. There's no telling how good he is at a doctor. I don't think he's that great. But I think he's durable. He's like got an outer shell, plus he's got little snippies on his hands. Question is he stronger than Chucky, and is he stronger than Gravedigger? I think he's gonna be around this area right here. I feel like the monster truck is probably gonna get him beat, so I'm gonna say basic. He's probably a little bit weaker, or I'd probably be more scared of Zoidberg coming after me, to be honest. There's some episodes where he gets a little rabid, right? During his breeding season. I'm not, I don't remember every episode of Futurama, but I remember that, and he gets kind of scary. So I'd say he's a little bit more intimidating than Chucky and Steve-O. And right off the bat, man, I think this list is looking good. There's probably going to be a lot of people with some very valid disagreements. But I think this is a good starting point for this tier list. I'm going to add 15 more random characters to the spin wheel right here and take these ones out. And then we'll come back in a week or two and do part 2. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I plan on doing these as just like easier, funner tier list videos to put on my channel while I'm in the middle of working on longer, bigger analysis videos because they take a while. So, if you guys did enjoy, leave a like. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. And, yeah, I'll see you next time. I hope you have a nasty night. And peace out.